So we're here with Joe Wright, director of Atonement,
Yeah.
Pride and Prejudice, and you're here about Hanna.
Yes, I am indeed.
That Hanna is a very different movie from what you've done.
Have you seen it?
I saw some previews.
Okay.
Damn, I hate when people call you on that in an interview.
Yeah. Well, it's weird, people kind of congratulate you on a film they've never seen before. It's odd.
Well, I'm congratulating you on the fact I'm excited for it.
Okay, good. No, that's good. That's
congratulating
good.
you on
That's
my
good.
excitement.
That's good. Sometimes in Hollywood, people literally say to you, "Congratulations on your film," and you say, "Have you seen it?" And they say, "No, but the buzz is great."
No.
Like you're being congratulated on buzz. That's just weird.
Oh no, I'm congratulating you on because it looks badass.
Okay, good. Thank you. I'm not one to refute congratulations when they're given.
When ramping up a movie that's so different from your previous body of work, what kind of references did you look at? What did you really start to get in your head that this is what I want to achieve?
I wanted to make a film that was very entertaining and kind of thumping, and yet could be taken on lots of levels. Could be kind of thought about on the level of action entertainment story, and also could be thought about on maybe more philosophical or social issue levels.
You say
That put you off?
no, not at all. We're an intelligent bunch.
No, well, that's one would hope so.
Yeah.
And that's exciting. It was really exciting to do that kind of thing. Whatever we did, interview with all those.
They call them panels.
That panel with all 3,000 people.
You make it sound so much sexier than it is with your accent. Panel.
A panel.
Someone.
Learn an English accent. That's easy.
But then I just look like an ass.
You said arse. That was like an English accent.
I was trying.
Okay, it was good.
Speaking of thumping, the Chemical Brothers.
Oh, good. Yes.
How did that happen? How did you get the Chemical? What made you want them on doing the score or soundtrack?
Because I've known them a long time. I used to. I first saw them at their very first London gig in 1992. They played in a club called Rara's above a shoe shop in North London, and I was there, and there was and it was an amazing night, and I kind of have been a bit of a groupie to them ever since. So when I had the opportunity to work with them in this movie and really play with the sound in this film, I think that the sound is one of the elements of the film I'm most excited by, and having the opportunity to work with them on the soundtrack and really create something very different was a joy.
Cool. There is one non-Hanna question I kind of got to ask. You did Pride and Prejudice, which was gorgeous. We all loved it. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies is currently without a director. Maybe if you're branching out?
Combine the two.
Well, have you seen the book?
No, I haven't.
There's a book series, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Right.
And
no, I haven't. And I kind of feel like I've done Pride and Prejudice. Do you know what I mean? You can't live in Pride and Prejudice land forever, really.
Right. Well, don't tell that to all the women that want to.
Yeah, but even for them, they'd probably get quite bored. It was quite, constricting a time for women. I mean, it wasn't a great time for women. All they could do is sit around and crochet. I mean, fucking boring, really,
Crochet or write a book?
Write a book. Well, that's exciting. Writing
It's like
books is exciting.
Oh, I'll write a book about crocheting.
A lot of them did that. You haven't read them because they weren't published, but a lot of books were written about crochet
There
at the time.
are a lot of crocheting books just up on shelves.
Exactly. Never read.
Is there a genre project in you? Do you think you'd like to branch into some of the sci-fi?
I don't really understand the whole idea of genre, really. I kind of, it confuses me. So I've never really considered myself a genre director. In fact, I quite like to work outside of genre, and I don't like to be pigeonholed.
I love your shirt.
Thank you very much. It's Wonder Woman.
I'm also sporting my Wonder Woman.
Oh, nice.
It's what you do at a comic book convention.
I know. Well, to be honest, whenever I go to a Comic-Con convention, I feel underdressed. So I thought I'd glam it up a little bit, at least wear some glitter.
Yeah, I like it. It's kind of armor, It fits right in.
Yeah, it does. I'm looking forward to it.
So Hanna is your film that's coming out, and it is it's kind of an action-based film. I think from the previews it seems like there's a much deeper story going on as well. Can you give our viewers a brief synopsis of what they can expect?
Wow. you will not know what to expect, to be honest.
Like that
there's
answer.
plenty of going on in this film. It's a bit of a roller coaster. From the trailers, yes, it probably does seem like an action film, but it's also a completely messed up fairy tale, and I like that. Even when I come away from it, I'm a bit confused by what it actually is, and I think that really mirrors who Hanna is as a character. You're always trying to figure her out and understand her. So I don't really know what to tell you. I do think you should go see the film, honestly, because it's cool and it's deep, and I certainly came away with a sense of empowerment.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like, well, it sounds very real because you're saying that there's like a lot of layers and it's, a deeper kind of a story. So I think that that's something that is lacking a lot in action type films.
Definitely. I feel like the emotion from every single character in this film is very true. Granted, we are in this very surreal world, and it's quite magical and a bit wacky, but I love that. And the roots are true, and the heart is true, I guess.
How much training did you do to prepare for this, and what type of training did you do?
Well, I trained for a couple of months before we started shooting, and I worked out like 2 hours a day in the gym, which I had never done before. And suddenly, it was a bit for the first week. I felt like I was going to fall apart, like my arm was just going to fall off all of a sudden, but it didn't. And I kept going and pushed myself, and I had a trainer who pushed me as well. And yeah, I did martial arts and stick fighting and weapons training, and yeah.
That's really fun.
Yeah, lots of skills I learned on this film.
And you can keep those, for the rest of your life.
You kind of can, yeah. I mean, I haven't done it in a few months now, but I'd imagine if I got back into it, it would be like I was never really away.
Yeah.
I hope.
How was it working with Joe again?
It was great to work with Joe again. It's been about 4.5 years since we worked together.
So for you, that's a big amount of time in your life to pass. Do you feel like you've grown a lot since then, since Atonement?
Completely. I feel like I've definitely evolved, as Joe puts it. I was 15 when we started Hanna, and I actually turned 16 when we made the film. So that was a big block of my life, and he certainly saw a difference in me as well.